Hello viewers, I'm SB, which stands for Skullbot today, apparently. And we're just gonna real quick, before we do anything else with this rat, we're gonna take a trip down the shortcut and give the shortcut man 6 armor, but first, let's go spend some hegemony credits. So we can unlock some stuff, we can get some broccoli. Up here we have platinum bullets, which are incredibly expensive. But I guess it looks like this is the end of this shop's stock, so... you know what? Let's get a railgun. Railguns are pretty good. And then we have 10 more left. What else do we want to hit up here? We could get nothing from you. What about this guy? RC Rocket, the AWP. Yeah, alright. Alright, that gun's pretty okay. I've played a bit of Counter-Strike in my day. And hey, Frightful. I did that thing. Fine art you've shown. I shall draft a ballad to match the song of your gun. Don't sing that, please. I don't need to hear it. The next challenge is a bit tricky. Those damn wizards. Hunt Gungerers. Kill 40 of them. Okay, another thing that's fairly common. We've unlocked a unicorn horn. And actually, wait a second. There's something pretty cheap over here, right? It's 8, though. Okay, let's, oh, I'm taking the shortcut, right. So all we have to do is get down to the 3rd floor with 6 health. We may have to have 7 health. It might be the case that he won't take all of our stuff. So yeah, here's what happens if you use a shortcut. So, you like taking shortcuts, huh? Well, just for you, I've opened up a new franchise. You know, for being such a good customer. Got some special offers lined up for you, just in case you came down here a little unprepared. Can't have my favorite customer poorly equipped. Go on, take one. So obviously, this is a friendly merchant that we've never met before. He just gives you a free thing. It says 0 with a question mark. These are all horrible guns, holy crap. Rat, you gotta step it up, man. Boy. I'm gonna use my default gun over any of this crap. Yep, that one. So I think what's happening here is that the rat can't figure out how to get into the chests by himself, so he needs us to open them for him. We haven't actually had this gun, have we? Ah yes, we unlocked some things. Sidearm of choice for investigative efforts. No, we totally have. It's fine. I honestly would rather use the robot's right hand. Alright, let's get to it. We gotta make 1 floor. Hopefully without getting hit. Without getting hit would be good, although the fact that we have to do the whole 2nd floor with the starting gun is a little inconvenient. Obviously, I'll be very eager to open up a chest somewhere. Okay, we gotta not take any stupid damage. Stupid damage will sort of erase the whole point of this silly little exercise. Honestly, probably... It's entirely possible that it would have been smarter to do this just coming in with a character that is good, that I feel comfortable with, like the Marine. And the Marine's actually an especially good example because he starts with armor. And just, like, doing a good job through the early game, but I think at this point we all know how confident I am in my ability to do a good job. Okay, you actually don't... I was about to say, this room's easy, because you don't even have to fight most of the enemies, because the trap will kill them. Alright. Between the 2 shops... Never mind. I was about to say between the 2 shops, I'm sure we'll have enough armor to... we'll be able to buy enough armor to get ourselves where we need to go, but now I'm feeling less confident of that on account of the bad. I'm getting hit by really dumb stuff, too. Okay. Well, that certainly is a chest, but we only have 1 key, and I would love it if we could find something a little bit better to use it on. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna hit restart here, because this is really going poorly. I'm getting hit by real dumb stuff. We're just gonna fix it. We're just gonna roll it back real quick here and fix it. If we can... There we go. So apparently he always offers you the same 3 terrible guns? Man, that's rough. I guess this has some value. So it has a really long charge-up time, but then it shoots a big bomb that does explode. So that's cool. I do like explosions. It's a really long charge-up, though, and it's very easy to let go of it before it's ready. And yes, like situations like this, I probably would have been better off just using my normal gun for that 2 riot bullet wave. Oh my god, the charge-up time is so long. There we go. Yeah, for a lot of small enemies, it's definitely not a reasonable gun. I thought that the guns were random. But apparently it's just always going to be the same 3 total garbage weapons. Which makes the shortcuts even less reasonable to use. Okay, the sling's a good boss fighter. There's some good stuff here as well. We could potentially buy the charm horn, but I think I want the sling, I think. Or I guess maybe a key. What am I doing shooting him? That guy is actually 0 threat. Oh, you are kidding. How am I so bad at this all of a sudden? I mean, all of a sudden. I guess there wasn't really a point where I was good. Okay, well maybe I need to plan to save all of my money for armor. Yeah, I do not feel ready for a boss fight. It might just be the case that I have to, Okay, what is this? Fortune's Favor. Enemy bullets go wide. An experimental device worn by a particularly lucky Gungeoneer. In the end, it wasn't enough to save her life, but it certainly extended it. Okay, well that's something, I guess. Thanks. Thanks a lot there, Room. Okay, so we have a good defensive use item, which is, I think, generally valuable when you're playing robot. Yeah, for real though, this gun is trash. It's a very, very, very bad gun. Yeah, if this if we can't get it on this run, and it is looking a little bit like we probably won't, given that I've already taken damage, we'll just go ahead and start a new run with the Marine and just actually play well. Shouldn't be that hard to build up net 2 armor over 3 floors, because we'll be able to obviously do the oubliette with him. But again, that's going to be somewhat dependent on me playing alright, which is definitely aided by good weaponry. The faster you can clear rooms and bosses, the less likely you are to take dumb damage. You know, dumb damage as a concept is so useful in discussing my play that we should probably just... almost got hit there, in kind of a dumb way. Probably just take it down to dumbage. It'd save a significant amount of time when discussing it. It is a phrase I feel like I have to say a lot. You'd be the world's foremost expert on dumbage studies. Okay, 27 is still not quite where I would like to be. The sling is actually quite a good boss fighting weapon. If we can get together 15 more casings, I'd feel pretty comfortable fighting a floor 2 boss with that. Although, obviously, I would prefer it not be the Anaconda. Amoconda. Oh, this is an annoying pair of enemies to fight. Oh, I pressed space there because I was thinking that coolant leak. But you got to see what the thing does. It causes enemy bullets to bend around you while it's active, which is pretty cool. It might be a reference to a character from Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't remember if her name was Fortune or anything that contains Fortune, but there was definitely a woman who was not shootable in the classical sense. And honestly, having a character like that just be called Fortune is like an extremely Metal Gear Solid thing. Now, she would probably have a more complicated name though. Also, probably like an animal, Fortune Coyote or something. Brown chest, huh? Well, I guess we may as well break it. That could be fake. It totally is. Alright, well, this might prevent me from taking some damage. Honestly, it's probably less good than the blank, but we work with what we have, not with what we would like to have. Speaking of, I'm going to have to fight this boss with a real garbage weapon. Ah, man. Can't believe we couldn't make 40 casings over an entire floor. Alright, well, let's go fight a boss with our starting weapon. Okay, this one I feel comfortable beating with the starting weapon, at least. Try to manipulate her pattern a little bit here. Yeah, I think the Gorgon is probably the easiest boss in the game. Or at least the one I have the least trouble with, generally, I think. So, if there's any boss I feel comfortable doing this on, it's her. I really wish she would do the scream waves. That's like a nice, easy attack to avoid. Doing all this stuff that has a chance of something going a little bit wrong. But we're getting there. We got this. Yep, like that. I'm just gonna activate my... Hey! My Fortune's favorite thing is active and I still got hit. I didn't realize that that was a possibility. Well, that sucks. Yeah, well, this item just, like, doesn't do what I thought it did. I thought it made you basically, like, unshootable. That's kind of neat. If you can get her gun in the wall, she doesn't actually shoot bullets in that, that part of the wave. Also, she hasn't done the scream waves at all. It's like she figured out that shooting people is more effective for killing them than yelling at them is. Yeah, I'm really frustrated with the fact that we effectively lost 2 armor there because my item doesn't do the thing that it's supposed to do. Well, there wasn't any armor in the shop, right? Nope. Okay, I guess let's go down to the next floor. It's still possible we could do this. We could pull together enough armor on this floor, but it feels unlikely. It doesn't seem like it's probably going to happen. This is what happens when you trust the rat. Alright, I don't think that the RPG is generally a good gun for room clearing, but that was a pretty good first shot. In a lot of these rooms, it's going to be right to open with a single RPG hit, and then to go back to the starting weapon. And it is absolutely ridiculous that we're still having to use our starting weapon at this point in the game. This is what happens when you don't have a first floor to set yourself up. Okay, I was a little worried there. You can always tell I think a room might be difficult because I will stop talking. Either that or I just kind of got distracted, you know, I'm off in my thoughts somewhere, being like, if birds could make their own popcorn, what would they need us for? Would they... Is that the thing that's holding them back? Birds think about exterminating the human race all the time. They're like, we can fly, they can't, this would be easy. But then who's going to make and serve us the popcorn? Basically what I'm saying is, I think it's possible that the greatest threat to humanity is a loss of secrecy on this particular issue, and that we should maybe start taking it more seriously. If a bird ever figured out how to make a microwave, or plug one in even, it could be a serious problem for all of us. A whole lot of us. Now let's see if the doctors will do anything for the robot. We're heart specialists. We can only operate on things that have hearts. A tricky case. I've got just the thing. This will definitely help you. Oh, she just gives you, like, a bag of spare parts. Okay, yeah, we got this rat's number. Someday in the future, we got this rat's number. I'm not trying to go down there as the robot, given how difficult that floor was. So all we need is 2 or maybe 3 armor this floor. Unlikely, but not impossible. You know what? I think this guy can give you armor. Okay, I've been de-blanked, but also I got paid. That's fine. I'll roll the... Nope, okay. The spirits that once inhabited this shrine have departed. That was actually a really good outcome. So you always get... It's always 1 positive and 1 negative. I don't know if they're paired or if it's like a roll on 2 separate tables, so you can get different upsides with different downsides. But some of them are really, really harsh, and also some of the upsides are incredibly good. Boy, sure wish I had a key. We also could get lucky, right? There are a couple of items that give you armor right when you pick them up. So that could happen. We could get nanomachines out of that chest, maybe. I think nanomachines is a green quality item. Alright, that hit almost exactly where I wanted it to. Do a lot of good damage with that shot. I think he died? Is that? Yeah, okay. There's a little sound that the casters make when they die. Honestly, that's fine, I guess. Oh my god, spiders! How must you be so common and have so much health? Just reveal this hallway on the map. Also, where the hell is the shop? The sliding over tables thing is cool. I don't see a lot of, like, practical use for it, but it's neat. I can go a long way toward forgiving uselessness in the case of something being neat. Come on, armor. Okay, there is an armor available for purchase here. Also, no guns. We get a key, though. Haven't seen the other chest room, so probably shouldn't spend the key, because the other chest room could be higher quality. Ow. Stupid caster came up in an area where I can't immediately shoot him with a rocket launcher. Okay. All these doors, and none of them super clearly lead to an item room, although wherever this one leads is pretty small. Okay, yeah, item room. Well, that's a little bit of a shame. Is this a fake wall? Well, I don't have... Okay, yes, it is. Can I could probably buy a blank, right? Maybe we'll get lucky, there'll be some armor in there. Okay, just making sure. Well, we got another key and a flash ray. That was definitely worth the cost of that blank. Speaking of the cost of a blank, I suppose, given that this isn't a real run, there's not really a lot of reason for me not to go get this other blank. And then we should open this. Oh, hey, we got the wolf. And... Sniper wolf. Okay. So, if you're not familiar with the AWP, it is an extremely powerful rifle. Banned in some sectors, its ease of use caused it to be the weapon of choice for thousands of unskilled marksmen. Okay, I feel personally called out a little bit here. Only handicapped by its long chambering time. Some say that it will fire faster if you put it in your backpack after every shot, which is a real thing in Counter-Strike. There was a bug for a while where if you it started reloading the op and then switched guns and switched back, it would be reloaded already when you drew it back out, and the op reload animation is so long that it was longer than that process. And here we have a faithful companion who waited years for his master's return. Kept the hunter company long ago, reunited with his master through the fractured time stream. Yeah, it's pretty weird that the wolf is now in the Gungeon somehow, but attack dog. That's pretty cool. And maybe he occasionally shoots sniper bullets or something? Wait. Why was it making that noise? Oh, okay, if you stand still for a second, you, like, charge up. Alright. I assume that when charged up, the gun will be more powerful, and the op is already, I'm assuming, quite powerful, because that's its thing. Easy to shoot, and absolutely just kills the hell out of anything you shoot it at. I mean, that's pretty good damage. Also, yeah, the wolf's doing pretty good damage, too. I don't actually have clean line of sight there. I probably don't have to wait for the charge up on the random bullet enemies. Okay, I need 1 or 2, probably 2, more armor. It would be really cool if we could find some more armor. I'm pretty sure we can't get a gun that will give us armor, so I guess let's fight the boss. This is our last chance here. Okay, we're not going to win this without taking damage. Actually doing alright damage, though. It's still possible. I could play well. There's no reason I can't play. The fact that I don't play well, not because I can't, it's because I don't. Okay. So I gotta try to find times when it's safe for me to stand still. I instinctively pressed the spacebar, and it did save me from getting hit there, but it seems like not a great time to have done the thing. Ah, well, that's probably the end of that. Getting the master round would have done it. Probably. Getting the master round in an armor would have done it. So we'll finish the boss fight just to be sure, but I can't imagine. The boss could drop nanomachines, right? That's possible, because we picked up a gun on this floor. I think I want to keep using it. It seems to be doing really good damage. But I do have to not get hit again. So if the boss dropped the nanomachines item, we'd still be on it. Come on, nanomachines plus an armor? Well, no armor, so probably not. Also, that's a gun. It's an alright gun. You know? It shoots bullets. Can't argue with that. Okay, let's just pop back to the breach. We're gonna go grab the marine, and we're just gonna play a normal run from here. And see what we can do about that rat. And if the shortcut thing happens, then it happens. That was weird. There was a little bit of weird graphical garbage over there. So we would need 7 hegemony credits to buy anything. Or sorry, 8 at least to buy anything. So I guess we'll just head in there. Okay, we start with 1 armor. We have to make it to floor 3. We have to have 3 armor at some time during floor 3. this should be very doable. Hopefully we'll get lucky here and get a decent chest early on. Because honestly, there's no reason that I should be taking damage on the first floor at all, even with normal equipment. So if I can get something good that helps me clear the rooms even faster, then I am pretty confident we will at least hold out through the non-boss portion of the floor. And maybe even the boss. My ability to take damage on a boss for no reason is legendary. These robed guys are remarkably difficult to... They have very dangerous patterns relative to floor 1 enemies. Kind of surprised that they appear here. Oh, there's a barrel of water in the bottom right corner of this room, so we want to make sure this guy is shooting away from it. Alright, just in case we have to use that. Okay, so in this room, the barrel of water is going to be down here, just below us. All we have to do is keep the fight away from it, and everything should be fine. I don't want to even shoot on that axis from top right to bottom left for fear of destroying it. Although I guess the other barrel of water is in a very accessible position. Oh, there's a guy over here. I think that should be far enough away from the water barrel. It shouldn't be in any danger. I just love how much stuff there is in the environment that interacts with the bullets. Look at this cowardice. It's like they're holding the water barrel hostage. Okay, yeah, I'm not trying to gun force here. If you want to show me something. Flare gun's not very good. I probably shouldn't have picked up the flare gun, actually. Just in case we do end up not finding another gun on the floor. Because the flare gun is terrible. I'm not gonna get any use of this out of this on the boss. I suppose it could trigger a synergy though. Okay, not a great way to get hit, but it opened up the secret room for us at least. Okay. The sawed-off is okay. This is a fine weapon. It's not quite a point of armor, but our starting point of armor would have been nice to hold on to, but it wasn't super likely that we were going to be able to hold it all the way through 3 boss fights and 3 whole floors. So I'm not too worried about it. We will get more armor. 3 points of armor should not be that hard to come by, especially if we're willing to buy it. Now, the old crest, I'm thinking that's a little bit more likely to work out. Because by the time we pick that up, we will have completed 2/3 of our stuff. Okay, well... obviously, I'm not exactly leaping at that one. I've had birds and popcorn in the back of my mind ever since I said that thing. One time, Elise had a really bad experience with some birds. She, at the gas station, she bought like a big thing of popcorn. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know what this weird egg does. We gotta buy it, right? Like, there's no armor for sale here. I'm gonna buy the weird egg. Okay, Miracle of Gun. It's a usable. Gestates over time, used to acquire something. A strange egg found in the Gungeon, high in protein. Hey, don't eat it, it's moving. So I guess I may as well use this. Just call in our ammo drop and we can refill the sawed-off. No sense just leaving it there. Yeah, I've never seen this weird egg before. This is a new thing. But yeah, we were at the gas station and we knew there were a whole lot of ducks out by the little like man-made lake at our old apartment complex. And she was like, so she bought a bag of popcorn, but they didn't, she wanted to buy something for him. So she bought a bag of popcorn, but they didn't have any like smallish bags of popcorn, so she bought a bag that, I don't know how to measure the volume of popcorn, but it was huge. if it had been filled with anything that wasn't popcorn, it would have been extremely heavy. It was like almost the size of her entire torso. It's like a bag of popcorn that you take home and you share with somebody over a long period of time. The metronome, this increases our damage. Yeah, improves equipped gun on each sequential kill. Taking damage or changing guns reduces the bonus back to 0. Well, if we can roll with the sawed-off, we might be able to get this charged up a little bit. Never mind, we're going straight into the boss after that. So anyway, we took it down, and she was starting to feed the ducks, and it was, you know, a very pleasant scene. You know what? I'm not going to try it. I'm just going to pistol this. Not happy about it, but I think trying to be close enough to these guys for the sawed-off to be better than a pistol is maybe living dangerously. Oh, I was not thinking about the fact that this boss fight actually does... How did I take damage? How? So I can use the, I can use the egg now. I'm assuming that using the egg will give me health. I'm not terribly concerned about that. Obviously, I would like to let it finish gestating. Anyway, this popcorn story. So she's feeding the ducks, and it's adorable, and the ducks are all, like, waddling around and being like, wah, 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 wah. You know how ducks get excited and they just, like... It's a low-key, kind of quiet, non-stop stream of quacks. It's adorable. But then we hear this sound, the beating of leathery wings in the night. We turn around, and there's like 15 geese, easily 15 geese, like flying in at us, like dive bombing almost. They were surveying the situation from above and noticed that there was popcorn. And we've both had some negative experiences with geese in the past. I don't know if you know this, but the Canada goose is one of nature's cruelest inventions. So Elise panics and like just screams and starts running and hurls the bag behind her like like please take it and not me. Which I'm acting like that's kind of a silly thing to do. Ooh, a synergy. What do we get? Solar flare. Okay. This flare gun may be valuable to us yet. I guess we'll take this with our sawed-off. I think I'm gonna roll with the sawed-off through the actual oubliette. Don't act like it's almost an act of cowardice that she throws the thing behind her. Listen, don't get in a fight with a Canada goose. About anything. It's not worth it. Your limbs should be more valuable to you than that. So I don't mean to say that it's silly that she threw it behind her, but it was kind of a funny image. Alright, so we have 1 point of armor going into the oubliette, which, honestly, is a pretty easy floor. Okay, well, I tried. Did I? Yeah, I did. You know, this is geographically pretty close to the secret door, but not actually in a way that makes it accessible. Yeah, I had an uncle who got in a fight with a goose. I don't even remember what happened, but we were on the beach. I was a little kid. And something happened, and I turn around and they're shouting, and it's, you know, that honking noise they make. And this goose is just kicking his ass. For real, those wings are not a joke. I believe his leg was broken. Like down to the shin part. Apparently, it's like being hit with a baseball bat. How did I take damage from that thing while... Okay. I'm not sure I agree, but alright. We have an extra goal now this run. I'm very, very curious to see what the story is with this egg. I'm assuming that it's like if we carry it for enough floors or maybe enough enemy kills, it will hatch into something cool. Must be very careful not to press the active item button. Let's wait for this thing to come back. Yeah, whenever I think of birds and popcorn, Elise fleeing from this goose, shouting and hurling a huge bag of popcorn over her shoulder is what I think of. And she's going to be so happy that I told you all that story. I don't know why the item that does the thing that this item does is called the metronome. It doesn't really have anything to do with, like, keeping time or the beat. I suppose, in a sense, you're keeping the beat down going. That feels That feels like a real reach, but maybe that's what they're aiming for. Alright, so us having no armor at this point is not great. We'll buy that armor and we'll get the crest after we beat the boss, but before we leave the floor. So we'll go down to floor 2 with 2 armor, and then it's just a matter of, first of all, not getting hit, and secondly, finding 1 more armor. It should be very doable. But then again, should be doable and is doable. Pretty different. That unfortunately is an active item, so we can't take it. So the rat will get his due. God, I'm gonna get hit. Okay. Nope. Still got hit. Some days you eat the Gungeon, some days the Gungeon eats you. I really actually need health very badly. Okay, that's not health. I am not going to eat the egg. I heard somebody say it. I heard it in the back, muttered under somebody's breath. They're all like, hey, maybe you should eat the egg, which is definitely a fake voice. You can't trick me. I'm not doing it. I'm not eating the egg. Oh, by the way, you heard the metronome break there, despite the fact that I had already switched guns. For some reason, I think it doesn't break when you pick a weapon up, but it does break when you switch off of the picked up weapon back to the gun that you were using the metronome with. Or maybe it breaks if you switch off of the picked up weapon to any other weapon. Maybe if I had switched directly to the sawed-off, we would have been fine. I will say, it says that it's improving the equipped gun with every kill, but I don't feel like it's actually being that helpful. Yeah, I'll take this. To help us maintain a little bit of health. Also, I'm seeing a cell there. So apparently there are even more characters yet to be unlocked, even more town NPCs, which is weird. You know what? The rate of fire on this gun is going up. It's not actually. I don't think it's doing more damage per shot, but the rate of fire has definitely increased considerably. In fact, I would go so far as to say that it is definitely not doing more damage per shot. But fire rate up is still good. So that's why it's a metronome, because what it's increasing is our tempo of fire, I guess. Let's go up from the room next to the shop. Okay, you're kind of the opposite of who I need to see at this moment. Like, I'm real concerned that I'm gonna die to the Blobulord. Well, I guess if we go this way, maybe we'll die to something else first. That'll save me some shame. Okay, a version of this room that actually has no veteran enemies in it. That's nice. Should be pretty easy then. The only real danger here is going to be when the slime spawns in the middle in a second. Oh, maybe I don't know the spawn pattern for this room as well as I thought I did. Oh, the point of armor. I should not have picked that up. Well, I mean, it was already the case that we were going to have to get through this without getting hit, so I'm going to actually open this. And in most situations, I wouldn't. Okay, that's the Ring of Miserly Protection. That's likely to keep me alive. Through the boss, at least. We are going to buy armor at the end of the floor, so that's not ideal, but... Oh, come on. SB, dude, you have to... At some point, I have to start doing a good job, right? Like, if only by accident. Yep, just taking bad damage. My suspicion, by the way, with this Ring of Miserly Protection, is that when it breaks, it's going to leave us with the amount of current health that we have. So probably it's going to, at the very least, have functioned as a... what do you call it? As a 2-point heal. Oh, you know what? I should try using the flare gun. It might be great, thanks to... Oh, boy. Yes, it is better than normal. Why did I roll with that? What am I doing? It is definitely better than normal on account of this synergy. Also, I'm still going to manage to find a way to die. Okay, this is a real gun. Yeah, well, it hits enemies and it pushes them back, and it's moving at the same speed as the pushback. And it's just hitting them over and over and over again. I'm going to go pop the cell now, just in case we die. Something will have come of this video, at least. Hey, buddy. Okay, that's not a new character. I'm pretty sure this guy is old. Thanks for unlocking the door. I thought I'd rolled my last one. My name is Daisuke. Okay. I didn't get it when I read it, but I got it when I said it. I'm an acolyte of the great Ikosa Hydrax. Look for me in the breach if you want to add some spice to your Gungeoneering. Maybe he is new. There's... maybe not. I don't know. Mountain Dew, pencil, graph paper. Yeah, this looks familiar. I've been to that place. It's a good place. I'm all excited. My friends are into starting a new Shadowrun campaign. I'm very, very pleased about that. Actually, by the time this video goes out, I probably will have already started playing. I'm debating between... Yeah, you know what? I was thinking maybe I don't want to switch off of this gun and lose my metronome bonus, but the flare gun seems to be actually extremely good anyway. I don't need the bonus, and I do want to have that ammo. Yeah, this gun is now amazing. Also, I wish enemies either spawned in a little faster or were more vulnerable earlier in their spawn animations. This is kind of silly how long an enemy can look like he is there before he is actually, like, hittable. Alright, let's go do this boss. I think we're going to do the boss with the flare gun, honestly. It'll probably hit multiple times as it goes through him. Oh no, it's breaking on the surface. It is doing good damage, though. Oh no, it's not breaking on the surface. It's just going under him, so I can't really tell. But yeah, it's going through. Okay. Yeah, not bad, man. I've already commented on this a number of times, but I think this was a really good way for them to fix a lot of the bad guns, rather than just changing all of the guns and making it like, now everybody doesn't know what everything does. Just give all of the bad guns some synergies that make them really cool. And again, I would much rather have a gun be cool than good. Also, I'm kind of wondering how long it's going to take this egg to hatch. It can't be too long, right? Because they wouldn't want it to be something... Well, I was about to say you wouldn't want it to be something that's useless if you pick it up, like, after floor 2. But I guess it wouldn't be useless. It would just only be an item that you can use to heal. And there's already items like that, right? The medkit and stuff. Okay, managed to get through the Blobby Lord without getting hit. Shouldn't be an accomplishment, but... turns out to be not always something I can do. I'm not going to use flare gun ammo on little dude here. I don't think you have to hit him, or kill him. I don't think he does damage when he makes contact with you. But, you know, just in case. Also, we got a hammer, and... I'm going to go ahead and buy something here. And we're going to go get the crest. So we have 3 points of armor going down to floor 2. So it's a matter of holding as much of this as possible until floor 3. But we have a weapon that I think should be capable of carrying us through. Is there anything else we want to grab while we're down here? I could make some money if I dropped my flame hand, I guess. I don't really like the flame hand very much. Just in case there's good stuff in the next shop. Wow, yeah, he paid out for that. That was nice. Maybe I want to buy a couple of keys. I'm trying to think. We're going to want a key for the rat. I'm going to buy 2 keys, actually, with the money. That's fine. All right. Doing well. Did I get the secret room on this floor? I totally didn't. I think I checked here, right? No, I did not. Saw it off. Show me something. Nothing. Well, I'm going to do the standard thing of checking the shop and the exit room. And then we're just going to leave. Okay. Good enough. So we'll flare some enemies up here on this next floor. All I have to do is not take a ton of damage. If I can get through this without getting hit, it would be awesome. And even for me, that is possible. I think I've done it during the series at some point. These guys have maybe a little bit too much health. We have 4 keys. I'm gonna leave it for now. Okay, I think I heard that thing die. Okay, not bad. We managed to only get 1 wave out of him. Yeah, I think it died and left us that 1 health. Well, not totally ideal, but I'll take it. Okay, there's a key. And behind it, a hospital, which could be useful. I guess we kind of need to hope that it won't be good for us. I don't really want to take enough damage to want the hospital. Obviously, it would be cool if we took no health damage at all. Okay, there is not more armor available for sale here. That's a real shame. So we have a guy we can sell stuff to. We might be able to still get this too. I might be trying to juggle too many balls here, but we'll see. Let's see what our money looks like as the floor comes to an end. Trying to line this shot up so that I can get them both. There we go. Yeah, wow, the amount of burn damage this does is substantial. Killed that hollow point in a single hit. Also, the game was very generous there with not dealing damage to me when that guy spawned under me, because I definitely just stood there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the metronome is just buffing our firing speed, which is not helping us at all with this weapon. Do I want to just do the boss and go down? You know what? Yes. I want to just do the boss right now. Okay, beholster is fine. Okay, so it seems clear to me now that the metronome also increases reload speed. Or maybe this gun just has the best reload speed. But it's very good. Okay. Narrowly managed the blank there. Getting a little worried about how close to the wall I'm getting and how close to me he's getting. I think this is... yeah, okay. These guys can still deal damage to you, by the way, post-boss kill when they're sitting there crying. So, do make sure you get rid of them. Spitefully threw my health across the room. Okay, pretty great. Nope, you do, in fact, lose the metronome bonus when you switch back to the gun you were using after picking something up. That's super lame. So now here's the question. Do we go down to the next floor and move the shortcut thing forward? Or do we trust that I can hold on to this health and armor and continue to fight enemies here to make enough money to buy the key? Because we're actually not that far off. Actually, what if we just went to this dude and sold him something? Like, I don't need this anymore. Okay, it's 115. So if I sold him 2 more things, we'd be cool. Do I have any passives I could sell? Honestly, this is not good, right? Yeah. As far as I can tell. It's not bad, but I'm trying to avoid having to fight anymore on this floor. I just stand back, because you throw things pretty energetically. Okay, so that gets me a gnawed key. Unlocks something. And then we just go to the next floor and we're firing on all cylinders. Haven't found any of the item rooms on this floor. We're going a little bit item short. Maybe I should just push on a little bit. I'm going to open this. Oh, okay. Nothing came out right away and I got nervous. +1 to bullet is a pretty good pull. I don't really want to fight a mini-boss, but I think we can probably do a normal room or two. I'm going to get rid of those things. Right, because our weapon's extremely powerful. And with the number of keys we have, yeah, I really, really want to find some item rooms. It looks like the rest of the floor is on the other side of either the hospital or the... what is this? Be prepared. This honeycomb bonds with the user, releasing bees to protect their hive when damaged. Oh, good! Oh, good, there are bees. Now, right up against my skin. Lovely. Oh, I guess I didn't read the description of the hammer, did I? This is a pretty good gun, actually, I think. Originally crafted by a gunsmith who favored revolvers, but was envious of the automatic weaponry being developed by his peers. It seems like he accidentally left one of his tools in the clip, so the last shot of this is a big hammer that does a ton of damage. Alright, I think we've probably pushed it enough. Let's just go make some forward progress on some things. We ended up short an item room on this floor, but we'll live. The first thing we do is let that happen, go down here. Yes, I have the 3 armor. Okay. That's the shaft taken care of, but now I need to order more parts. Can you bring me 180 casings and 4 keys? Yeah, some other time. For now, let's go visit our buddy the rat. Or attempt to go visit him. Turns out to be more difficult than you might expect. Oh, that was a little... The guy passing him in the minecart caused some weird physics there. I should have just tried to weave between them. I was like, yeah, I could just roll across. It's just one wave of bullets. How much can it hurt? $10? Okay, that worked. Now we just gotta watch for the rat room. Make sure that we have a key and 2 bullets, or sorry, 2 blanks remaining. That's weird. I would not have expected enemies of any kind to be able to spawn in here. Huh. I'm embarrassed with myself for not being able to line up that shot. There's just 2 enemies in the room. It should be fairly easy to draw a straight line between them. Okay, a pulse cannon is a thing that I would love to buy. I doubt we're going to end up with the money, though. $180 casings and 4 keys. That's definitely going to be an oubliette run. The 4 keys I'm not too worried about. I guess, honestly, on floor 3, by the end of floor 3, that's not even really that hard. It sounds like a lot, but you're definitely going to make 180 casings by the end of floor 3 on most runs. It does suck to not really be able to buy stuff, though, that you're going to be very careful about how many of those keys you buy. Well, that was a little embarrassing. I did manage to kill the caster, wherever he was, entirely with blanks. With the one blank, rather. So that was pretty cool. I guess that's probably the rat entrance there. Wow. Slick shooting, Tex. No. Oh, yeah. Okay, that is it. Sorry. Sorry, little guy. Let's not actually open it just yet. I think it's probably safe to open it right now, but there's also no reason to, because we're going to have to come back to the room to go into it anyway. Whoa! Whoa! What in the heck is that? What is happening? I feel like I have no idea what's happening in this dungeon. Did I just get... Was that a mimic that was pretending to be part of the wall in an alcove? Okay. This update has added a lot of things that have been surprises to me. I guess at this point I should just expect that everything in the Gungeon can always be a mimic, including the architecture itself, but it keeps catching me off guard, doesn't it? Alright, let's go this way. We've actually made a pretty good amount of money so far this floor. It may, in fact, be totally reasonable for us to buy the pulse rifle. Like, we definitely have the money for that. I'm just not sure if I want to also be able to buy other stuff, right? Okay, I like this gun quite a bit. It is my favorite gun. That said, it's probably not the right gun to use for the task of aha. Oh, right, I need 2 blanks. Well, it's fine. We can just go buy a blank. I haven't ruined my reputation with the shopkeeper. So there's 2 blanks on his table, which means that we can just come back here right before we go to the rat. So that's going to be some of our money. But, like, I will use 1 blank on the boss fight if it looks like using 1 blank on the boss fight is going to get me the master round. Basically, if the opportunity to use a blank on the boss fight happens pretty late in a flawless run. Can't believe how many ammo crates I'm taking with my flare gun equipped. Advanced Gungeons and Draguns has made it a strange world. Okay, let's go fight the boss, get our loot, and then head down and see if we can't maybe learn a thing or two about this rat. Okay, don't love this. Oh, the burning effect stops immediately when he disappears, too. That's a shame. I was hoping we would continue to deal some damage while he's effectively invincible with this gun. Because I hate the amount of time that certain bosses spend undamageable. I don't care for this attack either. Fortunately, he's performing it far enough away from the wall that I think we're going to be okay. That was not probably a time that was worth blanking. Try to make sure that I'm not in position to get hit by the bounce back on any of this stuff. I think we're getting there. This guy has kind of a lot of health for a boss that spends as much time invulnerable as he does. I feel like you could cut this guy's health in half and it would be fine. I was trying to lead him enough there. Oh, I almost hit him that time. Thank you, Guanstone. I had dodged out of the way of those, but the Guanstone destroyed them anyway, which I appreciate. Oh my god, we're so close. I don't know, maybe that, it's possible that that blank did get us the master round. Hard to be mad about that. Okay, and the Potion of Lead Skin is actually really great. I would love to take it, but we're still sitting on this egg. It's kind of crazy. Alright, let's go to the store, get ourselves a pair of blanks. We could trade a key for a blank over here. Do I want to do that? How much is it to buy a blank in the store? Basically, I'm wondering, I could get a blank? Nope. We would need 91 casings to buy a blank and also the pulse cannon. Oh, man. Yeah, alright, well. We can open this. Sometimes brown chests have money in them. Do I really want to do that? It had money in it. That is a health item. I think you just use it and it, refills your health. There's one of those health items, refills your health and also grants you a new permanent heart container. But I can never remember which one it was. Or which one it is. So, we will buy one blank. Buy the pulse cannon. Because the pulse cannon is awesome. And then we'll go in here. Get our other blank. And I guess open this chest. Okay, table tech blanks. That's totally fine. And then we still have a key left to open up the rat rare, or the rat lair. So, do I want to gun munch some guns? We could do like blank and hammer. Hammer's not bad, but I don't think I would use it in our current situation. Like, we have a lot of really good guns. Yeah, let's see if we can get something exciting. Maybe something that will provide a little bit of synergy with... Yeah, sling, right? Yeah. The sling's a fine boss fighting weapon, but we have good boss fighting weapons. We'll be fine. Honestly, the flare gun's not really one of them. I should probably have been using the Mr. Accretion for that last fight. Well, I don't love the triple crossbow. I do agree that 3 is greater than 1. As a person with some number of years of college math training, I can tell you, in almost all circumstances, 3 is greater than 1. I don't know if you actually have to be close to the wall when you blank to break it. I don't think so, but just in case, since we have to go down here anyway. Alright, so it seems like it's the same every time. The room is shaped like a rat head, but there's no obvious clues here. There's some skulls in the floor patterning. I think that room where we fell down, I bet that's the clue. Because, right, it was weird that there's a room where you have to fall down. So we're just gonna take a little notice of the floor here. We'll figure this out. I'm not gonna get tricked forever by a rat. When we owned our rats, they managed to pull some quick, fast ones on us, too. That's weird that these closed when we got down here. They were open. Okay. I mean, if this is maybe this is a map? But I can't, like, where would be, maybe the... Hold on. Okay, maybe this is... These tiles have to mean something. Okay, maybe what this is it's telling us a number of directions that we have to use exits on the rooms. Like, maybe the deal here is we go left once, up 3 times, right once, down twice. But if that's the case, like, where do we start? Do we have to go around the wheel? Is it just that number of exits? Or... I'm gonna take a screenshot here, and I think this shouldn't damage the recording, just in case. So, left, right, down, down, up, 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 up. That's what I'm gonna try. We'll see if ordering matters here. Left, right, down, down, up, 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 up. No, don't move before firing. You were so close to that explosive barrel. Okay, this sucks. I hate this room. Alright, so we did left. Now we go right. Yeah, these rooms are brutal. I am not convinced that I didn't clear that laser. It sure looked like I cleared that laser. I did very nearly let myself get hit there. Okay, so that was left, right. Down, down, up, 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 up. Nope. So either I'm misunderstanding it or there is some kind of ordering. I mean, I could just be grasping at straws, a thing that doesn't actually matter. Oh well, we'll have opportunities to try again in the future. 115 casings is not that hard to build up. Okay. Well, then I guess we've done all that really was of value for this floor. Or for this run. We'll finish the run, obviously. We won't do the past again, because there's not a reason to do the past again. And this video is long enough as it is. But let's see if we can turn this into a dragon kill. I'm optimistic. I think we have a really good set of items and weapons here. I thought I might be onto something with the floor tiles there, and I still might be. It might be that you have to do them. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll spend some time thinking about it before the next run. Because it may just be the case that there's an indicator for where to start effectively that I didn't notice. Hold on. This is not a good gun for this thing. Pulse cannon will do it. Yeah, it might be that there's a notation for where to start on the circle, and you have to do the up, down, left, rights in the right order of rotation around. It might be that I'm totally misreading, and it might be that thing's not actually a signal at all. It does seem strange, though, right, that there are tiles on the floor that are the layout of the rooms. So every room in there is one of those cross-shaped, I don't know. It turns out you're going to spend some amount of time when trying to solve a puzzle grasping at straws, until one of the straws turns out to be connected to a deep truth about the universe. I really wish that saw blade trap would deal damage to the enemies. That would have been a very satisfying way to beat him. That looks like it could be fake. I guess I'm switching weapons, looking for the one that I don't feel bad wasting ammo for. But actually, all of our weapons at this point are pretty good. Ah! Feels good to hit all of the enemies in the room with a single shot. Once again, seems like maybe a job for a weapon that fires a little bit faster. Also, yeah, the pulse cannon is just a really, really good gun. And, you know, we are still making progress, even on runs where I don't figure out what's going on with the rat. I'm really trying to shoot that caster. This bullet guy is making it very difficult. I should probably have switched back to the flare gun. We'll go back to the flare gun for the next room. Hard to argue with this thing, though. Yeah, we have like 7 or 8 guns that are among my favorite guns in the game. Feeling really, really good about it. Oh. Okay. I'll give that guy, you know, he's sneaky. He does a good job of making it difficult to actually hit him. So it seems like as soon as he spawns the clone, he teleports away. I thought he might still be under the clone, which is why I was shooting at the clone in the corner there. But I guess as soon as the clone is spawned, you should just start aiming elsewhere. Well, it's probably right to buy both of the keys rather than anything else here. I am curious about this. I know this is an item that was already in the game, but I do not remember what it does. Man. Out here just doing most of the run with my flare gun. I probably didn't actually have to spend ammunition. What a weird second wave for this room. Why did I do that? It's kind of a shame when they get back against the wall. It seems like the gun actually does do less damage in that case because it doesn't have the time to push them. Like, you only do get the one hit before it explodes against the backstop. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I would be willing to take the dragon on right now. We have 5 health. Or we have 5 heart containers, rather. We have an array of good guns with an array of different purposes and uses. I was trying to roll the other way, but what happened there was I didn't take my finger off of the direction I was originally moving in. Which is a thing that you want to do if you would like to dodge in a direction that isn't that direction. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I think there's maybe some aspirational stuff going on there. A dev remembering things as they would like it to be rather than they were. In the incredible amount of toughness that the D&D reading Gundurers have. Oh yeah, when I was a kid and I was really into role-playing games, I was a total badass. You can ask my mom. She thought my leather duster was super cool. Just maybe a very small amount of projection occurring here. Maybe. You can't prove it. Stop. Leave me alone. Go away. I like the fact that it does actually try to hit you with its sword. Also, what's the story with this egg? It's not hatching. It's just never going to hatch. Okay, so we have our buddy behind a locked door and a green chest. I'm not really sure what the best move is here. Kind of hoping we might get lucky and encounter a key. This area is probably too small for there to be a secret room out the bottom of this room, but I also think we ought to check. So no secret room there, no secret room here. Could be a secret room off of here, but maybe we'd be best off... Oh, what I'm best off doing is just buying a key. And then we'll just open both of the things. How about that? How about we do that? What is this? Oh, I'm the master of unlocking, of course. Play well, get keys. And we've got another synergy for our flare gun. Oh, it's a large green flare gun now. So this is a reference, of course, to Jill Valentine from Resident Evil, who is the master of unlocking. Also a green beret. Basically an incredibly skilled and learned individual at the age of... she's like 17 or some crap. Increases the chance of gaining a key upon clearing a room, and I believe it is more effective if you don't get hit. And like there's a stacking bonus. If you don't get hit for several rooms in a row, your chance for getting a key keeps rising. What about you, man? Show me something. Oh, he wants me to speak with him in the breach. For now, he's given us a brick of cash. Okay, so the brick of cash is interesting. Reveals secret doors. This can be used to pay off unscrupulous snitch bricks who are willing to betray their mortared brethren for cold, hard cash. It is not legal tender. That's fine. I'm never going to get out of the Gungeon to spend it anywhere anyway. But, so we now will know where the secret room is here when we find it. I'm just going to take a quick tour of the dungeon. Probably should only do the rooms where there actually could be a secret room. Which is to say the rooms that are not entirely locked in by other rooms. Okay, let's go over here. Because I do want to show you guys what this actually does. So let's try to find the secret room here. I'm very curious about the flare gun now. How could they possibly have improved it? Maybe now when we shoot enemies with it, they will explode into keys? That would be neat. I'd take that as an upgrade. Yeah, unfortunately, this floor is actually quite large. There's a lot of places that the that the secret room could be. I thought that was a strong possibility. This room has a lot of little alcoves that could be potentially blow openable. Could be around here somewhere. You know, I don't know for sure that it is the case that there's always a secret room on each floor. I think it is. I think that's a real thing. Come on, little guy, where are you? So we can teleport up to here. Somewhere around here, there's going to be a snitch brick. And, or maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I guess I don't know for sure that there is always a secret room. There's a couple of places left for us to check. Shouldn't give up just... Aha! Like, hey, look over here. Alright, I'll look over here. What's up? Okay, not bad. Yeah, I'll take that on this gun for sure. So we have 28 left, which isn't going to be enough to buy us anything. So yeah, that's what it is. Every floor, every place there's a secret room, we will be notified ahead of time. My egg is bouncing and jumping a lot, and maybe I could press space and it would hatch. But I'm really worried that if I press space, I will just eat it as it is about to hatch. Like, I guess we'll open it when we go down to the next floor? Oh, this improved flare gun should be monstrous here. Okay, so it's poisoning enemies. I'm not sure why that is the thing that the Resident Evil reference makes it do. I gotta stop firing right after. There we go. Fire right before the roll. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. It's not the most exciting thing ever. I just walked into that like I didn't even want this master round. Who needs master rounds? Frankly, I think they're cheating. I think it's poor sportsmanship to have a bunch of them. Stop jumping! Rolled way early. Again, you fire right before the roll. Okay. We're gonna start seeing deaths any second now here. Ow. Okay. This is starting to no longer become an issue of master rounding and starting to become more of an issue of, am I gonna die? I did not. I took damage from this phase, man. You remember that touch I used to have? I seem to have lost it. Trying to walk off axis a little bit to reduce the roll distance I have to make. Because I don't seem to be able to even do a good roll anymore. Okay. The poison and the fire and the bees all eventually added up to a victory. Now we've got ourselves a thunderclap. Lightning in a bullet. Who doesn't love lightning? Alright, let's go down to the next floor, and if this egg doesn't hatch into something, I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna press spacebar in the first room of this next floor, and we're gonna see what's... Actually, maybe I should go into a room that has enemies in it, because it might, like, open up into a damaging thing. Let's use our Jade flare gun for a little while. Yeah, just refilled my health. Maybe... Do you have to keep it until the forge? Maybe that's it. Maybe it was supposed to go to the forge. It says eventually gestates into something, so I assumed that time was going to be the determiner there, but that's disappointing to have carried that thing for that long and then gotten nothing out of it. I missed. Well, I mean, this is what happens when you play a game where you don't know what all the things do. Sometimes you will not get maximum value out of the things. This doesn't have full ammo. It has pretty close. Everything else should actually be full, though. Yeah, I guess I'd rather have 9 flare shots than 2 pulse gun shots. That said, obviously, I'm still feeling pretty good about our dragon chances here. There is some other stuff yet to see, by the way, beyond the resourceful rat. I do want to show off all of the cool, weird stuff in the game, but obviously, it could potentially take forever to see all of the weapons and synergies and everything. So I think basically what I'm going to do is show you all of the other stuff. All of the floors, all of the characters, all of the cool secrets. At least all the ones I'm aware of, because there is definitely stuff going on here that I am not all the way clear on. Oh, that enemy shot me and then immediately disintegrated. He couldn't have just disintegrated a little bit earlier. It feels very spiteful. So it seems like the fire and poison effect from these flares doesn't end anymore. Because that guy was on fire forever. Even after I hadn't hit him for quite a while. It seems like we could maybe save some ammo by just hitting stuff and then running away. Although, they do have to be enemies that are vulnerable to those things. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We have, I'm a little disappointed. I was really hoping that Flare Gun with 2 synergies was going to turn out to just be an absolute murderer. And it's still very good. It's just, it doesn't seem to be much better than it was with just the 1 synergy. Kind of a weak secondary synergy here. Alright, well, look at that. We played sort of well, and we got a key. I don't really remember... I mean, there must be a flare gun in Resident Evil. I'm sure at some point in the first game, they probably signal a helicopter. I think that happens, but I don't remember it. Let's leave that for now. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to open this. Oh, the bullet bore. Okay, this gun is awesome. The explosive drills this gun fires will stun enemies before exploding. The bullet bore is an exotic weapon from the past, when the only creatures to carry guns were dinosaurs. The Guntaceous period? Nope, that's not a very good... Thank you, Stitch Brick. Okay, well, free key. I guess we may as well open this. Odds are pretty low that we will find so many things that we can't afford to open this. The Corsair. Circumnavigates the room, then explodes. Many years ago, Gungeon mariners used wind to propel their bullets instead of combustion. The trips would take so long to cross a room that the bullets would sometimes mutiny and change course entirely. Hold on. There can't have been a period where there was a Gungeon which was created by a bullet being fired, but before there was gunpowder. I know time doesn't work right here, but that's a real stretch. Oh, this is a pretty good video game. So I think this is an important lesson here. What we're learning is that if you want to get away from the Grim Reaper, all you have to do is kind of hide behind a wall, and like even if he still knows you're there, there's not really much he can do about it. So, you know, take this lesson with you back into your personal lives. Okay, the Frost Giant, the Railgun, these are some very expensive items. What is wrong with you? I'm not even going to take the bullet, we don't need it. Let's just continue on. Yeah, see, he seems to just keep burning and being poisoned forever. So I guess that's part of this synergy. It makes the burn effect infinite and adds poison to it. Still, these guys have a lot of health. Actual projectile damage is still important. Nope, stay away. Okay. Well, I think I get what the gimmick of this room is. Don't actually have to shoot any of these guys, I guess. But yeah, you'll notice rooms that we finish flawlessly, we are getting keys on pretty frequently. So yeah, I guess for that reason alone, I could have opened that chest right away as soon as it spawned, because it's very likely that we will just have more keys than we will ever need. And with that egg, maybe you have to carry it for long enough for it to gestate and then put it on the ground and it'll hatch? Maybe that's the problem, is like in my inventory it never would have done whatever. I'm also kind of wondering if I maybe screwed it up by putting it down briefly to try out that the rice ball. If maybe that reset the timer. I think let's go and try to find the other treasure room. Oh no, that's a cape bullet. Saw it after I fired. If I could have saved him, I would. I guess I maybe could have. If I had blanked, it would have pushed him back. Pretty important that we save those guys. Ah. Okay, I do need to have enough health left to fight the dragon, so I should probably stop getting hit by stuff. God, this gun is like... This gun is everything a rocket launcher should be. But isn't, which is why I don't like most of the rocket launchers in this game. Like, I get the idea of an extremely long reload as a balancing factor. I do. But also, I want to be able to use my guns. Okay, a little extra move speed. I guess that's fine. That is really the last thing we need. In fact, that's the last room on the floor. So I guess let's go buy a little bit of health and go fight a dragon. We are all out of tricks with this gun, but we have a huge number of extremely good guns. The bullet bore is fantastic because it stuns enemies, but unfortunately, it doesn't really work on bosses. So let's go to Mr. Accretion here. Always good for boss fighting. I am so fast that I'm really worried that I am going to get myself in trouble here and run into stuff that I'm trying not yet like that. Run past things that I am trying to dodge and into other things. Hey, I was rolling. Okay. Well, I managed to stop one of the knives. Jesus, I'm fast. Holy crap, I'm way too fast. Also, I hate this attack. Reload, reload, reload. So yeah, I've taken 2/3 of the health that we walked into the room with already, and the dragon has taken maybe 1/3. Looking pretty bad. Looking like after all this, we might not even win this run. Okay, that worked. That worked. We're not really getting a lot of well-timed explosions this time, which is a shame. And the gun's still doing good damage. It's poisoning him and... trying to hold off on the blank. I hate this attack. Ah! No. No more. No more of that garbage. Okay, really bad time to be out of stuff. Ah! I thought I had identified a window between these two things that I could roll into, but it just wasn't quite wide enough. Well, I guess that was productive. There were things about that that were productive. We got to test something and find out that it was not correct. So that's always good. Let's go see the new person we let into the breach, and also spend some of our hard-earned money. I have no idea who we'll play next. Hey, Blockner. Any chance you're going to stop bugging me? I decided to go back in for some action. Sorry if I gave you trouble. You're not sorry. I don't believe that. I do not believe for... Oh, hey, you wanted me to say hi to you. Hey, pal, I've got something for you. I want you to have my favorite weapon. It's seen me through a lot of dungeons over the years. I donated it to the acquisitions department for you. Now that I'm a bit more experienced, I don't think it'll be too dangerous on my own. Okay, Excalibur. That's not Link's traditional sword, but I guess, you know, for legal reasons. Okay. Our buddy Goopner? Something like that. Is here selling stuff. I think we don't quite have enough for any of the really expensive things left in the acquisitions department. Yeah, 25, 100, and 200. Alright, it'll be a minute before we can unlock that stuff. Here we have roll bombs, stout bullets. All of that stuff sounds good. What about... You know, I believe the Commando actually is a really good gun. Yeah. Okay. Quad rocket launcher. The thing about a quad rocket launcher is that there's 4 rockets. I saw the number 15 and short-circuited my brain. 4. 4 is a good number of rockets. Alright, how are we doing on our hunt? 27 Gungerers. Taking longer than I thought it was going to. Alright, well, I suppose that is going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when we will definitely get this rat thing figured out. I'm certain of it. And we'll see you then.